Well. Hey, everybody. How you doing? Happy School Sunday, purple people. Are you ready for this one? All right. It's been a minute since I've been on here. What was going on there? I don't know, but I'm here today. Thanks for everybody that has been keeping up with my planetary predictions. I've been posting on my community page every week, but it's been over a month since I've done any live streaming or any streaming or videos. So thanks for swooping on through. Hope you're doing well. Having a good holiday season for those of you that celebrate and all that jazz. Happy new moon too. We got a new moon coming up this week in Sagittarius. Happy Sagittarius season to everybody as well. So if you know any archers out there, tell them happy Sag season. So let's see what the Vikings can do today. Gonna break it down. You know how I do a little planetary pregame. Minnesota Vikings at Las Vegas Raiders, which everybody, at least a lot of people from Minnesota went to that game today, or a lot of Vikings fans are there. Shout out to my mom. She's actually there. So, hey, Mom. Having a good time. So saying hi to everybody in the chat. Danny, how you doing? Skull. And Vikings 6-6, as most of Vikings fans know. And then the Raiders are 5-7. So two pretty evenly matched teams as far as the schedules or the records go, I guess, at this point. So, Danny, good to see you. DM, I don't know if you're still here, but aloha to you. Aloha. It has been a minute. I am enjoying this holiday season thus far. I'm having a bit of a hair day per usual. So people, I'm probably going to be not leaving my hair alone, but that's a thing. So just pre-warning there. I did think about putting the hat on today. You know how that goes, people. You're having a bad hair day that doesn't do what you want it to do. It's still here as a backup. I had my hair down. Now it's up. Cone head style. Might still put the hat on, but whatever. That's what I got going on over here. Missing you on a weekly basis. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. Keep up the great personality and thanks for all your hard work. I have not been working that hard on the channel recently, but I appreciate you saying that, DM. Always good to see you. I don't know what time at 6 hours behind, I think, right? Is that what it is right now? Or is it even more in Hawaii? Sodak, how you doing? I am doing well. How are you? Hopefully everything is being held down to the west. Minnesota. JV, how you doing? Happy holiday season to you. Yeah, good luck to the Vikings. Thank you. They're going to need it. And congratulations that it's a little bit belated, but on the Bears victory over the Vikings. That was a crazy one. Yeah. It's been a while because there was the bye. I'm just looking back on my nerd notes because, like I said, I have been still doing my predictions on my community page. So, my record thus far for my Vikings predictions, I am 8-4. So that's how I'm doing over here, astrologically, anyway. JJ, what's going on? We got pretty much a celebrity in the house over here. JJ, when I think JJ Vikings, I think of JJ, nephew JJ. Justin Jefferson, who? JJ, good to see you. Hope everything is well. To the east of the United States, holding it down there for us on the east side. And for those of you that are not subscribed to JJ's channel, please go do it. You want to talk about hard work and the hard work he puts it in. He's got that natural ability. JJ, amazing interview with Cam Bynum. I know you did a live interview with him, but I caught it afterward. Amazing. Great job. So I was really proud of you watching that, having him on. So nicely done, sir. Very good. All right, Tommy in the house. Our resident Scorpio here, one of them. How did we lose to Scrubs? Hey, you know what? It happens. I don't know, though. Good question. I know. It's been so long since I've been on here. That wasn't planned. It was just kind of sabbatical or something. I don't know. But we're back here for today, so we'll do that. But yeah, school, going to be a lot of purple in Vegas today. That is what I'm hearing, what I've been seeing. Anyway, Danny says, let's go Vikings. Yes, we shall see. Georgie, thanks for joining us. Asia, hello. Asia, I will text you back. I was getting ready, but I will holler at you back in a second. So thank you for joining us. JJ Sodak saying hey to JJ. Excuse me. Too evil. What's going on? You doing the seal claps? How's it going? Yeah, exactly. You can always come in here to count on not getting a seal clap. That is so funny. I still like why people? It's got to stop. It's got to stop. It's so, and I hate to even use this word because this word also is the word cringe. I don't even like that word, but it is cringe. The seal clapping, the skull clapping. Yeah, just as much as that word. That word describes itself. So there we go. All right, Jade came back. I get exactly. Tommy, you caught me. You caught me. I came back for you. It's evident. I like everybody saying hi to everybody else. That is very good. Oh, I miss you too, JJ. Thank you so much. I still watch. I still watch, and I still like the videos, and I'm still like, I don't want to say creeping because it's not creeping, just laying back in the weeds, hanging out. But yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. And I did have a few people email me too and reach out, and that was so nice. I appreciate all of you. I missed everybody as well. So nice to be back. And again, I don't know where that break happened. It's just like happened. I think it was just like, I don't even know. Whatever. Don't even get me started on this team, okay? I'm trying to just keep it to the astrology here. But yeah, we can get into it though, because that's why the majority of us are here anyway, to talk about it. JJ is back. Yeah, I do think, okay, even though both these teams, okay, Vikings are 6-6, the Raiders are 5-7, Justin Jefferson is coming back. I only know one JJ here. Okay. Jefferson's coming back, but so we'll get to see his first game with Josh Dobbs, so that's exciting. I do like that they are giving Josh Dobbs another opportunity. It's just like, I don't want to go down a rabbit hole right now. I think Kevin O'Connell's got some work to do with the play calling. Okay, Kevin has got to stop the coddling and more on the play calling. Okay, there's been some questionableness, but we'll keep going here. We keep going, and then I am going to post the chart and get into that. I do think the game is going to be a lot closer, though, is what I was getting at. I think it's going to be a close one today. Too close for comfort. And we'll get into it. Ryan, hello. I'm doing well. How are you? Always good to see you. Having a hair day, I was saying earlier, but whatever. Angel, we all have our wings now. Thank you for joining. Good to see you. Hope all is well. Always a pleasure. Yes, school on. How's it going? Oh, I got you. I got you, Ryan. Hanzo, how you doing? Well, yes, good to see you too. School on. Is anybody in Vegas today that is in the chat? Like I said, I know a few people there, including my mom is there for the game today. Your predictions are better than the Vikings record. Yeah, so far. That's right. Too evil so far. Yeah, I've done a couple other games too, not just Vikings games. I don't have to get into that. I did, it was Jacksonville and Buffalo. And what other one? I don't have to go through all of them though. All my notes. But here I am looking at them. Anyway, all right. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it pans out today too. All right. Happy holidays. Yes, everybody that celebrates. Happy holiday season. Happy Sag season. Happy new moon. I believe it's Tuesday. So if you want to start anything new, this week's a good time, especially if you're going on adventures or something like that. No, you're not. Shut up. Are you really? Shut up. Good for you. See, you made a friend too. If that's true, good for you, man. That is amazing. I want to come. That's awesome, dude. Seriously, everybody go check out that interview that JJ did with Cam Bynum. It was awesome. And you guys had a good vibe too. So nicely done, JJ. Well done. And Cam Bynum, he's having a great year too. So, and he seems like a good person too, as well. Andrew, what's going on? I know, long time no see. Look great. Go Vikes. Thank you. Christmas Santa. That's Santa. He's kind of lame. Santa freaked me the F out as a kid. I'm not even gonna lie. I've gone through this. Some of you already know this. Because I've been on the channel for a minute. But yeah, Santa creeped me out. Anything dressed up, anything like with a mask on. Oh no. 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 Yeah. No. Okay, gotta go. Have a great stream. Good luck. Thank you, Tommy. Always good to see you. Thanks for popping in. If you're still on, Tommy, the scoundrel Scorpio, but we say that in a nice way. I miss the classic Pizza Ranch jokes. Hope, yeah, right. No, we hope that Kirk is recovering well. Yeah, I mean, like, have I even been on since he's been injured? I don't think I have. And I'm sure some of you have thought about this too. Like everybody talking about how he's so durable. He's so durable. That was true. But it's like, for those of you that believe in jinxing and things like that, I don't know. But yeah, it seems like he's recovering well. That really sucks. I mean, any sort of injury or anything sucks. So just a bummer. I think I have talked about this since he's went down. If this is some sort of way for the Vikings to move on, let me rephrase that. I think the Vikings should use this as a way to move on. We know what we've seen it, okay? The Pizza Ranch Boy experiment. We've all had our slices, okay? They're cold now. They're past the point of enjoyable cold pizza if that's your thing. Okay, it's stale. Now it's starting to grow mold on there. Let's scamper off, okay? And then Kirk can scooter off with his little knee scooter wherever he's going to go next. All right. Moving on. Okay. I would go crazy if I missed one news report. That's so funny. Yeah, you're so young, JJ. You're young. Yeah, I still watch the games and stuff like that. But yeah, it was crazy. It's the first time I hadn't streamed the game or do anything in like years. You know, it's just the way it goes. Cheers, everybody. I got some tea. I am going to pull up the chart here. I'm just going to time it at like 15 minutes. 15-minute marker. I'm pulling up the game chart, and then I'm going to go through that. Richard, how you doing? Good to see you again. Go, Mr. Dobbs. I do like Josh Dobbs. I haven't talked about him that much. I liked the poise, and I like the attitude that I've seen thus far. You know, the last game, yeah, some few interceptions. Okay, it happens. Whatever. All right, it happens. And I also think that that's a coaching issue too. It's like you got to utilize. Josh Dobbs is not Kirk Cousins, okay? They're not the same person. So you're going to have to Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy it to Josh Dobbs' strength, that being the play calling and things. That's why it was a little disappointing with Kevin O'Connell. But we'll see. It's like, we're in year 2 now, Kevin. Have you seen the purple vibes in the Zoe in show? It's so funny. I haven't, but I've seen it. I've seen it in the writing. I bet you. No. Nope. I don't. It's done. It's done and dusted, man. We got to move on at some point. We have to move on. We've seen it. We've seen it. Oh, you got the Raiders winning 27-20. All right. It's going to be close. I do think it's going to be close. Hell yeah. That's awesome, dude. Good for you. Much deserved, JJ. That's awesome. This is only the beginning of your career. Only the beginning. Grandizer, how you doing, man? Thanks for joining us. We got the G in the house. All right. Thanks, Grandizer. The straw that stirs the drink. How Dave with Minnesota Sports Talk once described you. I feel like that's just a very fitting way to describe Grandizer. So thank you for joining us. Thank you, Grandizer. Always good to see you. No, JJ, perfect. This is perfect. Simply put here, nobody is afraid of him. And it's like, right, you don't need to be like terrified of a quarterback, right? But at least have some, like, I don't think if anybody sees that they're facing Kirk Cousins on the quarterback lineup, and the next week they're like, oh no, well, how are we going to be able to handle him? No. And I think that goes with the seal clapping too. People are like, doing the skull clapping, seal clapping to try to be intimidating. No. No. It's the drum beat and the noise, if anything. The clapping, like, okay, if you have to go up against somebody and like they're clapping their hands over their heads at you to try to intimidate you, I'm gonna laugh. Honestly, if you, for some weird reason in the universe, had to go one-on-one battle with somebody, right? some sort of gladiator battle, whatever. Okay. And they did that to try to scare you. Okay. And I think that's what everybody else thinks too. That's why I don't do it. The game starts at 3 Central. All right, I already went over time. So let's pull up the chart here. I said at 15 minutes. I didn't even write down my prediction yet. But let me pull up the chart here. Let me grab the right one. All right, here it is, people. Okay, I said I was going to start at 15 minutes. So I'm just going to pop this up here. Here's the game chart for today. Raiders, Vikings. All right, 3:05 Central Time. I believe 1:05 Vegas time. Yes, that's what I put the chart for. All right. Yeah, Kevin needs to coddle Dobbs a little bit more. Yeah, for real. All right, what do we got here? Minnesota Vikings versus Raiders history. Oh, I like this. 16 times, including one postseason game with the Vikings winning 6 games and the Raiders winning 10. Raiders of the series 10, 6, and 0. All right. Thank you for the stat. When defensive players hear exactly, JJ, exactly, they laugh. Yes, we need somebody who puts a little fear in somebody else's eyes, right? I agree with you 100%. Hey, John, how you doing? Ooh, that's a toughie. Eagles or Cowboys? I don't really care. I don't really care because I don't really like either of them, to be honest with you. I know who your team is. That's a tough one. I have like, YouTube creator friends and like with both teams. But I probably just the Raiders, just because I have more like content creator friends that are, or excuse me, Eagles that are Eagles fans, I guess. So I'd have to use that logic there. But I honestly don't care. I don't really like either one. Oh, and then here's Nate though. Nate's Cowboy fan. So there we go about that. What about Nate? I don't care. That one could end up in a tie, to be honest with you. Nate, how you doing? Yes, I'm doing good. How are you? Eagles and Cowboys today, huh? That's a big one. All right, what's the forecast? I believe it's a little chilly in Nevada today. All right, 57. Who's laying by the pool? I bet nobody. Maybe somebody, I don't know. Minnesota Vikings are favored by 3. Over under is 40.5 via DraftKings. Oh, very good. Okay, we got the numbers. Yeah, I find the tinsel distracting. Exactly. It is almost Festivus. It's almost a Festivus for the rest of us. And as some of you know, that is also my birthday. Festivus and my birthday, same day. Okay. All right, people. So here's the chart of the game today. Now, since the Raiders are the home team, they're going to be represented by Aries. All right, Grandizer. There you go. I know Grandizer's sun is in Aries, his sun sign. So when he was born, the sun was in the zodiac sign of Aries. When I was born, the sun was in the zodiac sign of Capricorn. So sun sign in the zodiac sign. Trying to share that with people a little bit more. Because, yeah, your sun wasn't a sign when you were born. Where was your moon? Where was the moon at when you were born? What sign was that in? All right. So, like, for example, if there is a child today born in Las Vegas at 1:05 p.m. their time, this will be their birth chart, for example. Like, if a baby is born, if and when a baby is born today at 1:05 in Las Vegas, this will be their birth chart. Okay. So, alrighty. So this is the birth chart of the game. Aries is going to be Raiders. So they're represented by Mars today. And then the Vikings, they're the visitor team. So they're over here in the sign of Libra. So we got Mars and Venus going at it today. All right. Raiders represented by the planet Mars. And then the Vikings are represented by the planet of Venus today. Now, the moon is traditionally what's called void of course. So she's wandering. She's not making any communication with any other major planets. That is traditional astrology, which I tend to practice more of. Now, modern astrologers would say that the moon is not void of course today, that she is interacting with other planets, that being Pluto and Neptune. Now, the moon is very, very important, just with everything, but with the game, she represents the people as well. So it's also very interesting to me that the moon represents the movement of the game, again, the people as well. And there's a lot of Vikings fans that have traveled. She also represents travel, that have traveled to Vegas today. And if you look, the moon is actually in the Vikings, like in the Vikings' first house. So all of the people, many people are representing the Vikings today in Las Vegas. So I think that will be very helpful for them as well. Oddly enough, for Las Vegas, their home, the stadium for them is also represented by the moon because it lands over here in the sign of Cancer. So again, like it looks like the stadium's going to be a majority purple today. We're going to see a lot of purple and gold in the stands today. And I do think that will be helpful for the Vikings getting the victory. For the Raiders, I don't like the fact that Uranus over here, it's a very unstable planet. It's very unpredictable. It's moving backwards in retrograde motion right now. I don't like charts that I've seen in the past where the team has Uranus in their first house, because it can be, again, something predictable, something surprising, and it's usually, knock on wood, it's something maybe more negative, but not always. But when it's in the first house, sometimes it can represent something shocking, surprising, maybe not necessarily in the most pleasant way. Especially because the moon is opposite Uranus right now as well. I look at the fifth house of games for each team, how they're going to play the game. And both of these teams have good things and bad things. Like, there's no clear-cut winner to me today. Another thing that I wrote down in my notes, and then I am going to get back to the chat here too, as well, is that for the Vikings, they're represented by the planet Venus that I was talking about earlier. Now, she is right over here. She's in the sign of Scorpio right now. She doesn't like being in that sign. She's in what's called her detriment because she's ruled by Taurus, but she's in the sign opposite. So the Vikings, they're not completely in their comfort zone. They might need to get a little dirty, nitty gritty here in this game as well. And for the Raiders, their ruling planet of Mars is right over here in the sign of Sagittarius, and Mars is what's called under the beams of the sun. So that's when a planet is within 15 degrees of the sun. It's literally kind of being burned up. And now Mars is a dry, hot planet anyway, so Mars doesn't necessarily do as poorly under the beams as other planets do, but I still don't like that necessarily for the Raiders. Man, so it's just I didn't even write down a score prediction yet because it's I almost needed to talk it out with you all here just to see how it's going to go. I'm going to pop back. Please stay live. I want to see a watch party. Oh my God. Aren't other people doing watch parties? Aren't others? There's got to be somebody else. Is it Justin or Dave doing a watch party today? I wasn't planning on it, man. I was just planning on doing the prediction today. Figured you got to be busy with work. How's Kitty? Place is good. Life's life. Work is work. I'm not going to bore you with that because it's literally work. And when I'm not at work, I don't worry about it or think about it. Thanks for asking, though. Missed you going live. Thanks for saying that. I appreciate that. I don't know. I'm not going to get too into it. Kitty's doing really good, though. I just saw her not too long ago. And I'm in the same place, so it's good. Thanks, Nate. I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you. It's coming up here. Older and wiser, hopefully. Tribe, how's it going? Good to see you. Yes. Thank you. All right. Grandizer, thanks for saying that. I appreciate it. Where did I learn astronomy? Well, this astrology, I think you mean. I'm self-taught basically. I've read a lot of like teachings and books and listened to like lectures of a lot of like other astrologers, but I did like the self-taught thing, I guess. Doesn't mean that I haven't learned from other people's books and stuff. And there's a lot of like good podcasts and lectures. One of them is called the Astrology podcast. They do a lot of really good stuff. They deep dive on like planets and rulerships and things. So yeah, that's another one. But I try to read the books, and like with the sports astrology, I pretty much have just been kind of doing my own research with that. I mean, I did read a book, Sports Astrology by John Frowley. There's a sports astrology book out there. I read that a couple of years ago. So it's kind of like studying, reading charts, seeing what happens. I'm still waiting for a chart that I do that where the game ends in a tie. I'm waiting. There's going to be a game for that, but basically like self-taught, still learning. I call myself a lifelong astrology student because there's so many different branches of astrology that you can just study your whole life. We got Jay in the Bay in the house. What's going on, Jay? Good to see you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. If you're not subscribed to Jay's channel, go do it up. Makes awesome content over there. I was lucky enough to be on the channel too. But yeah, always good to see Jay. I know I got the holiday sweater on. Thank you. Appreciate that. Tis the season. Tis the season. But yeah, thanks, Jay. Yeah, been a minute. Hope everything's going well for you too, dude. Thank you for popping into the stream. I'm doing a watch party, me and the trees. Exactly. All right. I'm not saying it was creepy dolls, but it was creepy dolls. Yeah, that is something I've said before. All right. Okay. So, all right, people. To do the actual prediction here, I was gonna start doing the prediction, pulling up the chart at 15 minutes, and then now making a prediction at 30 minutes. All right. So again, I do think that this game is going to be close. Long story short, I think that all of the Vikings fans at the stadium today are actually going to help the Vikings. And just because the Raiders have been a little bit of a mess, I don't think they can be completely counted out here as well. Another thing that I did look at too is the quarterback. I think his name is like Aiden O'Connell or something like that for the Raiders, not Jimmy G anymore. He has a sun in Virgo, so he's ruled by Mercury. So the one interesting thing too is that the planet Mercury is right on the MC, so it's the most public point of this chart. So people with Mercury placements could be very important and highlighted during this game today. One of those people that comes to mind to me is Justin Jefferson. He is a sun in Gemini. Gemini is ruled by the planet Mercury. Another person that comes to mind as well, not only the Raiders quarterback who they got, that Aiden O'Connell or whatever his name is. Maybe I'm just thinking of Kevin O'Connell. He is a mercurial placement too, and so is Kevin O'Connell. All right, Kevin O'Connell is also a sun in Gemini that is ruled by Mercury. Now we know that this is potentially, this has the potential rather for Justin Jefferson to have a big game coming back after being out for what has it been, about 6 games now. That's another thing to look forward to, or look for, I should say. And the one thing with that as well is that the Vikings ruling planet Venus is in its home of the Vikings' first house of self. Venus is there. I think that is helping them. Venus is in good communication with Mercury. That could help the Vikings as well. The one thing that I don't like is this could come down to the wire. It's why I do think this is going to be a close affair, because we have Saturn in the mix over here. Saturn rules time. And whenever Saturn is, what I've seen in game charts, whenever Saturn is highlighted, it's going to come down to time. It's just somebody's going to win at the very end with the time running out, or they're going to try to come back and win the game, and they literally run out of time. I've seen it so many times. All right. So, all right. Edward, thank you. Tony, thank you so much. I appreciate that. For the super chat. Thank you for the sweater. Appreciate that. Cheers. Thank you. And good to see you as well. Thanks. People love the sweater. They do. And actually, I like it as well. It is very comfortable. And I actually got it at the airport when I went to the Vikings. I think it was when I went to the Vikings Cardinals game. I think a few years ago, or else it was when I went to the Houston Texans Vikings game a couple years ago. I was at the airport. I got it. But thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Tony. All right. Grandizer has prediction of Vikings 24. Oh, Raiders 16. Okay. That's crazy. I could see it. All right. I'm going to put the prediction up in here. I actually didn't write it in here yet, but I am going to write it in here right now. And my nerd notes, funny enough, my nerd notes I have, if the Vikings win, they win by 3 to 6 points. And I put question marks. And then I have, if the Raiders win, it's by 1 to 2 points, question mark. So it's very challenging, people. It's very challenging. All right. But I am going to say, here we go. Typing it in right now. Hold on to your butts. Okay. Should I click save? Here we go. I think it's going to be a close affair, people. It's going to be a close one. I do think whoever wins, it's probably going to be like 1 to 3 points, 1 to 6 points, something like that. But, all right, I'm going with the Vikings today, people. All right, I'm going with the Vikings by 2 points. All right, going to go with Vikings 26, Raiders 24. I am concerned about the Raiders quarterback. It is concerning to me. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing, but I am still looking at the chart. I do think Josh Dobbs is gonna play better though. Fingers crossed. He's an Aquarius, the sun in Aquarius. I'm just looking astrologically for Josh Dobbs. So he's kind of got some help from Jupiter because Jupiter's moving backwards towards Saturn in the sky. All right, Vikings fans, what do we think? And I do honestly think that if and when the Vikings get the victory today, again, close margin, I do think it actually will be due into the part that there are a lot of Vikings fans there. That it will maybe feel like a Vikings home game. I think the fans are going to be crucial today, even more so than normal. All right, back to the chat. Thanks everybody for joining, for hanging. All right, still having a hair day here. Still a little bit bothersome, but I'm going to get over it. Tony, I should wear this sweater every time then, is what you're saying, you guys? Thanks, Tony. I appreciate that, though. That's sweet of you. Appreciate that. All right, that's Grandizer's prediction. And I welcome everybody, even if you're not Vikings fans, obviously. Grandizer, thanks for saying that. Appreciate yous. Jacques Photographic. Cheers. I'm going to have some more of my tea. Thanks for joining. All right. Good to see you live again, Jade. Let's go Vikings. Woo! Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, Vikings 6-6, Raiders 5-7. My Vikings predictions 8-4. Hopefully, Vikings get the victory, and then I get to add another win to my prediction column, I guess, in the right category, and then I'll be moving 9-4. So let's speak it into existence. All right. What else is going on, people? Draft according to Tankathon. Oh, I was like, what is that? Tankathon, Minnesota Vikings, 6-6, current draft at 20. Of course, we're always right there. Always. When I say we, I mean the Vikings are always right there. It's like, no wonder that we're stuck in purple purgatory, right? Purple purgatory, people. All right, we'll see. The best of sports and stars with Jade, exactly. I should do a best of. It's like I don't need to do a best of. I don't know if I have enough for a best of now. I probably do. That's funny. Thanks, Grandizer. Appreciate you. Yes, that's true, dude. He really has been, I mean, pretty much every game since he's been a head coach has been a close one, right? Pretty much every single one. Like, have they blown out a team yet? I mean, the Vikings don't blow out teams generally, but yeah, really good point there. And then this is where I go, and this is like the same old song and dance for a lot of you that have heard me say this before. You got to go up higher than like the GM and the head coach. It's an ownership issue. Okay, this is what it is. It is. They don't want to be too bad to not be talked about, right? And they want to be in the playoffs to be talked about some more. Blah 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 bloop. Blah blah bloop. All right. Tony says 2017 Vikings. I could see that as well. Yes, very close margin today. I'm getting the close vibe today. I think everybody's gonna have to check their blood pressure, do all the things. Maybe before the game, maybe during halftime, commercial breaks. Vikings fans, maybe you need to practice some meditation. Okay, put on the Hertz frequencies, get on the good vibe. All right, get on a good level, because I think this is gonna go down to the wire. I do think we're also going to see some funkiness. Some funkiness. Something weird and surprising here. I'm just looking at the chart again. That's why I'm like looking this direction at my other screen. Yeah. But again, I'm hoping that the Vikings can get it together. And if the Raiders win, I think if they do end up winning, I think it's going to be something with like the clock running out, like field goal with the clock running out, something like that if the Raiders do win. Because I just don't see a clear-cut winner. But again, I'm going with the Vikings. I eventually do make a prediction, and I do, pick one. But I say this every week. It's great. At the end, I can go back and like check the chart, check your answers, check to see what worked, what happened, and what planet could explain what happened and when. So that's another cool thing that I really like about astrology as well. All right. So we shall see, everybody, how and to the people that went to the game today, the Vikings fans that traveled there, that marked this on their schedule to be there. You don't want to disappoint all of them, but not like the Vikings haven't disappointed people before. But too, they're in Viva Las Vegas. For all the Vikings fans too, if, knock on wood, the Vikings end up losing, people can go deal with their sorrows how they choose. And if they win, they can go deal with the partying and the happiness how they want. So I think win or lose, there's something to deal with that, however you see fit. And for those of us that didn't go to the game, we'll just keep doing what we're doing. All right. But yeah, thanks a lot. Shout out to everybody watching. I appreciate y'all. And yeah, I missed all of you as well. So thanks for saying that. All the kind words too. And I said this at the beginning, but a few people emailed me and stuff. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I thought of you this past week. Was watching a past episode of Geraldine Orozco. I love her. Thank you for the suggestion many moons ago, Grandizer. I have since subscribed to her channel, watched a lot of her stuff. I think she still does the meditation streams on Sundays. She seems like a very cool person. And yeah, so thank you for the suggestion. I've been watching some of her stuff too. She was just on Spaced Out Radio as well. Was going to DM you. Yeah, feel free. Funny enough, too, I actually, Grandizer and anybody else that might have seen Spaced Out Radio, it's a channel on YouTube. I really like it. So shout out to them if they happen to ever watch this or see this or hear this. But Grandizer, the host on that channel, Dave, mentioned that he doesn't have his passport. So I actually pulled an astrology chart when I had heard that. He was talking to Geraldine Orozco. She was on, and I was watching the past live stream of when she was on the show. And I emailed Spaced Out Radio with what I found of where his passport could be. based on the astrology chart that I looked at. I never heard anything back, but hopefully I hope he finds his passport. Like, that was my intention in sending it, is to help him find his passport. Now, per the astrology chart that I pulled up, it looks very much like his passport is in his home. Very much hidden, very much out of sight. But yeah, so anyway, I emailed, so hopefully he finds it. But yeah. Yogi, what's going on? How you doing? School? Good to see you. Happy Purple Sunday. All right. Everybody go subscribe to Yogi's channel too if you have yet to do so as well. Let's have a game that I don't think this is going to be that game. I don't think that's today. So everybody get your Zen on. All right. That should be some sort of like new mantra for, instead of, maybe we should use like the Vikings drum as like getting into the right frequency as well, like humming, so that's good. I just don't like the school clapping. I just don't like the clapping over the head, but like the drumming and stuff, I'm all about that. Okay, side note, people, I got this. I'm going to show it to you. I'm obsessed with it. It's a mug warmer. Okay? It's a mug warmer. I am obsessed with this. I use it all the time. I just got it like a week ago. So then I don't have to heat up my water for my tea and all my crap. I'm kind of obsessed with it. So that's going to go over there. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be the game today. Swerve, how you doing? Wild, what the hell? Oh, can we just do? I wish I had, okay, why don't I have a freaking Timberwolves howl sounder on me, damn it? The Timberwolves are kicking ass. Let's just give a shout out to the Timbies. I think they're like 18-4, 17-4, something like that. All right? The Timberwolves, they're on a roll, people. All right? So we're howling over here. I don't know. The Wild are a mess. All right? The Twins, they're not playing right now, so we don't care. But damn, Timberwolves. I mean, so any Vikings fan, they're just like, Timberwolves. Okay, now's the time. If you've been not on the Timberwolves, go on over. Okay, they're kicking ass right now, and I think it's going to continue. I don't know. I think they got something figured out. I still am like, if Karl Anthony Towns does get traded off the team at some point, okay, whatever. I am surprised, though, pleasantly surprised that Rudy Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns have gotten something together, though. I will say I am pleasantly surprised about that. Okay. All right. Whoever is tasked with guarding Devontae Adams, this is true, has a tough job. This is true. Like Devontae Adams, who else do they have? That Crosby. They have some Crosby person as well, too, right? The Raiders. Defensive lineman, I think, too. It's pretty much those two. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Devontae Adams, man. I always actually have liked Devontae Adams, even though he's a Packer for so long. Man, it's just like he must be so disappointed down there. I mean, maybe not. They could be turning things around now because they have this interim head coach thing going on with Vegas anyway. So yeah, we'll see. I do think it's going to be a doozy though. I think it's going to be another doozy today. Dobbs, the man who won the Battle of Jericho. Nice biblical name. I like Josh Dobbs' vibe. I like the vibe that I've seen so far, and I'm not gonna lie, I have only seen him like with the Vikings. I haven't seen any of his other past gameplay. I'm not gonna like lie and say that I've been studying up on Josh Dobbs because I haven't. But what I've seen and hearing him talk, I like the attitude, the mindset goes along with it. So respect that. Anyway. Hey Daniel, how you doing? Yes, nice to see you too. Thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate it. We've been missing you. Oh, well, it's nice to hear that. Seriously, this little fuzzy piece of my hair is driving me nuts over there. Okay. Nobody is real. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. I try to just call it how I see it. You know that. I'm doing well though. I'm doing well. How are you? Trying to find rehab, like for real life or just Vikings rehab? Because I know that, like, I don't know. I don't want to get too far on that. But if that's actually a real life thing going on, I hope you find what you need. But if you're just talking about Vikings and stuff like that, I also hope you find what you need. But yeah, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Yes. Yeah, she was. I think this was, well, when did I pull the chart? because I pulled the chart at the time that I heard, "Where is my passport?" It must have been like last week or something, because I just emailed them a couple of days ago, or their email, or I don't even know who got my email. It was just like, if you want to email Spaced Out Radio, send it here. So I don't know. They probably have like a zillion emails in that inbox. But yeah, I think she, pardon me, just readjusting on my chair here. Don't mind me. I think she was on I think she's still on monthly on there, or makes an appearance on Spaced Out Radio monthly. So yeah. Oh man, people are playing games now. Yep, it's past 12 o'clock. I was gonna stream for like an hour today. So what do we got here? Oh, we got Jacksonville and the Browns on. Let's see what's going on over here for a second. Oh, of course. The commercial. Everybody, Mrs. Doubtfire is on. Home Alone's on. Surprise, surprise. For all you Bravo fans, the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. It looks like they're having a marathon today. All right. It looks like CMT. They got a Mama's Family Day on. Where's this freaking game at over here? Home Alone's on. What channel is this? Oh, Freedom. Mrs. Doubtfire, another classic. When did Mrs. Doubtfire all of a sudden become like a holiday movie? I don't even remember that. I don't ever remember that being a holiday movie. Maybe because when I was as a kid, I watched it just all the time because my grandparents had it on tape. So maybe that's why. Where is this freaking game? Hulu, stop. Oh, and then it's Buffalo and Kansas City. Buffalo, they're tanking, you guys. I don't know what's going on with the Bills. They've been bumped down to my number 3. Jacksonville's my number 2, for those of you that don't know. It used to be Buffalo, but now it's Jacksonville. Whoa! All right, sunshine's back in today, people. I think everyone else probably knows that because I just turned the game on. Yeah, like Grandizer said, Cleveland 7, Jacksonville 0. First quarter. So it looks like sunshine's back, aka Trevor Lawrence. I am a Trevor Lawrence fan, for those of you that don't know. All right. Yeah, who let the dogs out? Oh gosh, please, no. Am I gonna have that in my brain now, in my head? Also, Grandizer. Yeah, I should just message you this too. I saw something. I've been seeing some weird stuff in the sky as well recently, the last couple of days. Yogi asks, what do the charts say about drafting Jade McDaniels? He's your favorite. That's a good question. What I would have to do is, for that question, I would have to get his like birth chart information. That would be the best way that I could predict or look what is to come for him, potentially, is looking at his birth chart. So if anybody can get his birth information, then we can look at it, like time, place. But I don't know. That's a good question. I do think for the Vikings, I have looked at their birth chart when they were born, the organization, before, and it does look like 2024 and 2025 could be years to kind of keep your eyes peeled. Until then, I think it's purgatory, how we know, but good question, Yogi, though. I like questions like that. Desperately seeking the Minnesota Vikings Super Bowl. Seriously, for real. Oh gosh. Then you'd have to call me Madonna. Just kidding. Please don't. She was just in that movie. Madge. I know you sort of follow the Buffalo Bills. Did you hear? No, I did not hear what the coach said. What did he say? I did not hear that. But yes, you're right. I do follow them. But again, they were usurped by Jacksonville. So now they're my number 3, Jacksonville. With a run here. Whoa, people, Chicago is beating Detroit 7-0. All right. Vikings still have to face the Motor City Kitties twice, and Chicago one more time. That's another Minnesota Vikings birth down. Yeah, we'll see. We should go pop in on Payo Time stream. Looks like the Rams, the Ramily, they're up 3-0 as well. Daniel, what do you got? Became a Sunday routine, also drinking too much Kool-Aid even. Oh, yes. I get you. I feel you. Sometimes you don't know. Like if somebody says I need rehab, like I just am automatically like, oh my God, like for real, So, but okay, I understand. Cause I think that's a thing that they do over on the Score North. I think that's kind of like their theme a little bit. So they can take care of you in that aspect, I guess. But I try to help you guys. I try to tell you. I mean, if you want to come hang out in the realistic realm with me, where, other Vikings fans are here too. We just, we look at things from afar. We look at the forest through the trees. We want the team to win, but we call it how we see it. All right. If you want to come on over. Okay. With arms wide open, come on through. All right. But if you want to stay in Kool-Aid land, that's fine. You do you. But a word of advice that you don't have to follow, safe sipping on the purple Kool-Aid. Okay. Even though I know it tastes good. I know you want to guzzle it down. Tastes good. It looks pretty. We know. Tonight on World Bigfoot Radio. Oh, I like him. Yeah, Super Duke. He's cool. He's out in Montana, I think, right? What? No, he's Evan Danielle Devon. Oh my God. Thank you for telling me that. That is so funny you mentioned that. Because I was just thinking, I've kind of, it's off and on there, especially on the weekends if I watch, but I was wondering what happened. I was wondering where she went. Because I know that they changed the hosts up and stuff. Like, you got to do that. I understand. But I actually was just wondering about her. I'm like, I wonder what she's doing. Thank you for saying that. I'm going to have to check that out. If not tonight, I'll have to check it out later. Yeah, she's super cool. I really liked her a lot. Yeah, thank you for mentioning that. I will check it out. Duval County, excuse me. Yeah, Jacksonville. That's funny. I was hoping you'd moved the Dolphins up on your list. Hey, you know what? If all these teams are out, I don't have a problem with the Dolphins either. And my loyalty to you, I could cheer for them. I wouldn't have a problem with that. They're not on my shit list. I'll say that. And I like the whole Mike McDaniel story too, as well. I had no idea. I mean, I don't have a lot of idea about a lot of coaches and stuff, but that he started as like a ball boy for the Broncos. I mean, now head coach of a football team. I mean, I just like stories like that, the perseverance and stuff. So that's good. Trevor Lawrence throwing while he was kind of hopping in midair. It looks like to Etienne. I'm not sure though, because I'm not super familiar with the Jacksonville Jaguars roster. All right, but it's still 7-0 over here in Jacksonville land. All right, fins up. We welcome you with wide open arms, with your fins in the air. Your fins in the air, waving them around like you just don't care. Also, dolphins are super telepathic as well. I'm sure you know that. Oh, hello from Vegas. All right. How much purple are we seeing in Vegas? Hello, Summer Home. Thank you for joining us. I was saying earlier that it seems like the whole entire stadium is going to be purple and gold. And I think that's what the Vikings need today to get the victory. So thanks for joining us. And yeah, somebody from Vegas, pretty much everybody is there, but everybody's having fun, hanging out on the strip by the Sphere, doing the thing. So, all right. You got to go moderate for Peo when you finish here. I'm actually going to finish up in a few minutes. So I, too, Grandizer, definitely tell him I say hi. I will pop in and say hi. And he normally always catches and says hi back. But his streams are so popular. He's got like 200 people in there. So the dude is busy. But yeah, if you're not subscribed to Peo's channel too, he's our friend to the north, Canadian LA Rams fan, and he does vlogs and live streams and just really nice person all around. So go check out Peo Time's channel too. And I think the majority of you are already subscribed. Long way from Florida. I'm closer to Duval. I don't know much about Florida, but that's cool. A lot warmer though as well than here. This is what I'm streaming for the game right here, right now. I'm going to stop at about an hour. Nope. I'm not doing during the game. Nope. Coach McDermott gave a speech to his team to try to motivate. Oh, okay. What's going on here? Try to motivate them that if they played like what? The September 11th terrorist attacks, then they could, what? That's, I'm gonna have to do a little research on that. What was that? Like, okay, dude, like that probably didn't work too well, right? That's just really strange. Yeah, that's strange. It seems like there's some disconnect going on in Buffalo. And I think too, another thing is I think Josh Allen maybe has some like work to do as well. But that could be said with any quarterback though too, but it seems like he was kind of getting in his own way a little bit there as well. Stephon Diggs, a little annoyed, or at least he was. But yeah, the Bills dropped off on my radar a little bit. Again, they're number 3, so they're still hanging around. I still do watch. But yeah, Jacksonville has usurped. And I mean, maybe too, if the Finns play their cards right, I mean, they might just push Buffalo out of there too, and they could take Buffalo's spot. That could be a possibility. Maybe Stephon should go to the Finns. What about that? That could be. Jade Toldendo, Diva, told me why she left. There was a... Oh, okay. Wait, what? She told you? Are you guys friends? Okay. Oh, yeah. I feel like there's probably always drama everywhere. A sort of mass exodus on the weekend. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't need to. I mean, it's none of my business, right? What the ongoings and stuff like behind the scenes or whatever. But I'm glad she's doing well though, because I was honestly just wondering. I'm like, oh my gosh, I wonder what she's up to now. But yeah, because switch ups happen. You know, it's like stuff can't always stay the same, and you know, if there was a weird vibe too, that can kind of come across as well. So I have to change it up. But yeah, that's good to hear though. That not good to hear that there was drama, but that she's doing well. But yeah. I figured there was some sort of they switched some stuff up. So, I mean, you never know, but they don't need to really say, right? The lads at Roar of the UK also say hello. Oh, yes. I love them. They're so great. Their channel's doing great. Tell them I say cheers back. All right. Go Lions. Even though they're in the same division as the Vikings. They're not playing each other right now. So, we'll have to see when that time comes. Chip, chip. Pip, pip. All right. Ryan, what do you got? McDermott could have used the example of the Avengers coming to, right. Yeah, anything. Like, he could have used, like, the little giants coming together to beat the Cowboys, right? Like, Ed O'Neill versus, what's his face? Gosh, that was in, oh, man. People, what's his name? I can see his face right now. I'm looking it up. Ed O'Neill and Glasses. He was in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. He left Hollywood to take care of his family. What's his name? Oh, Devin Sawa. Rick Moranis. My gosh. Rick Moranis. I made it. Okay. Yeah, like Rick Moranis and Ed O'Neill and Little Giants, for real. Anything. That probably would have been a better comparison. Anything but that. Like, what are you doing? Like, I think he went to that extreme to try to show, like, the direness of the situation. But, dude, like, hello? No. Maybe reevaluate. Reevaluate that, okay? My prediction is 17. Okay. Looks like she's going with the Raiders. 1733 Raiders. All right. Let's see. Love you too. Thanks, Asia. Appreciate that. Yeah. Hey, I'm a Vikings fan too, but when I do the charts, I just call it how I see it. Like I could see a Raiders victory today. Like I said earlier, I don't see a clear-cut winner for either team. I do eventually just have to make a prediction at what I have seen. Whether I'm right or wrong, I actually always go back and look at the chart again. So I just like, because then you can use that, because it's all about the patterns. The planets, they move in patterns. So you can see what they're doing. But because I had Vikings win by 3 to 6 points, and then I had Raiders win by 1 to 2. So I do think it's going to be a close one today. And yeah, I don't know. Just the fact too that we're seeing other games as well. They're looking like they're a little close. As above, so below. right? Anyway, yeah, get your horns up, Vikings fans. All right, perfect. We hit an hour, people. Anybody have any closing thoughts for today? Anybody have anything before I go? I appreciate you, though, everybody, joining me on a little Sunday Planetary Pregame stream. It was fun. It's been a minute. It's good to be back. Good to see everybody, talk to you all. Hope you've been well, continue to do well. And if you're not doing so well, hope you hang in there, do the thing, keep pushing along. Danielle, thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, hopefully I will be back soon. Yeah, I'd like to do more too, but I always say that, but we'll see what happens. One day at a time. We're just living in the present now. I am trying to do that more, trying to live in the present too, a little bit more. All right. Yes, thank you, Grandizer. I appreciate that. I know you have to go mod for Payo, so I appreciate you coming in and all your I was gonna say perseverance, but yeah, pretty much all your perseverance and your hard work, because you work hard too. You moderate, and like Dave said one time with Minnesota Sports Talk, the straw that stirs the drink. So cheers to that, Grandizer. Appreciate you. All right, Ryan, what do you got? Would you like us to draft the Heisman winner, Jade Daniels from LSU? Ryan, I know he's on my list. I would be okay with that at this point. Sure. Yeah. Any of those big names, why not take a chance? I don't know enough individually about each one, but I think right now the Vikings have that perfect opportunity to move on to the future. And hell, you don't draft a quarterback? Excuse me. Why is Jaron Howell on the team if we can't see what he's got? Two. So, all right. But yeah, I'd be fine with that. And I would also be fine with them even considering that, because then we'd be moving on from the Pizza Boy experiment. Okay. And I just think that this is just like an opportunity, a perfect opportunity. Okay. The Pizza Boy experiment is done. It's done and dusted. We've seen it. It was 5 years. We've seen it. We've seen the ceiling. He's not getting any younger, people. Okay. So I do think this could be an opportunity. I'd be fine with that, honestly. Yes. Draft him. Do it up. Blaze. I love that. Peace and love. Yes. Do it. I love it. Yeah. Yogi says yes. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Then you got some insider info, don't you, Yogi? We're going to have to go back to you. We're going to have to come back to you later on. That's awesome. And I mean, too, LSU, Justin Jefferson. Hello. Too. If we wanted to, hello, let's just keep going there. I don't think they played together, though, right? They never played together. They maybe were on the same team, but all right. Hype train all aboard. Choo-choo. Yeah, exactly. The Skull ship. Who's going to be steering that ship today? I think the ship's a little too much for Captain Kevin. Okay? I don't know. I feel like Kevin is still a bosun in so many ways. I've been watching too much Below Deck, I think. Okay? All right, people. Anybody else? Otherwise, I'm going to go. Appreciate you. The place is crawling with Vikings fans from Vegas to this computer chat right here. All right. Yep. And I think they're going to need it. I think the purple are going to need it. I think that it's going to feel like a Vikings game with all of that purple in the stands. Thank you, Summer Home, for the update from Las Vegas. And, Baltimore just went up on the Rams. Feel bad for Payo. All right. And yeah, I think the Vikings need all the help they can get. I think it's going to be a close one. Fingers crossed as a Vikings fan that the Vikings get the victory, but I do have them winning today by a very close margin. I think it's going to come down to the wire. I think it's going to be a goofy one all day. Weirdness, maybe a little bit of back and forth, and it's going to be close. Peter, I think you can win with a new brand of pizza, more like cheese. No! But you had me there. I was like, yeah, new brand of pizza. I'm all for that. I get where you're going here. Cheese only. No, never. Speaking of the evil to the east, though, we still have to play you guys another time. You guys are starting to get your stride now, starting to get some stuff together. All right. Moving into the love era. It was only a matter of time. right? It was only a matter of time. It's like you don't keep somebody on your roster for that long behind a veteran that you know damn well is eventually gonna come to an end, and he's got to be bad. I mean, I don't know. Now watch Jordan Love just completely sucks it up the rest of the way, but I don't know. I think he's coming into his own here. It kind of takes a little while. People want that quick gratification, right? Win right now. Jordan Love, win right now. It takes a little while. Like what Josh Dobbs says, that we're going to see what Josh Dobbs, right? He came in nicely, and then now it takes a little bit to get a little adjustment going on here, but we'll see. All right, I'm doing the Minnesota goodbye, but Peter, that was funny. Good to see you. Thanks for chiming in. I got to find it. Fernando, a.k.a. William DeFalco, posted a video that totally reminds me of a story. Oh, really? Yeah, send it over. If you send it over to me, actually, I have some other pictures of I could basically only describe them as black triangles in the sky. And then two, I will see at times lights at nighttime that are flashing, and it's like a station. It's like a ship. I mean, it's not a satellite. It's not an airplane. It's not like a water tower. It's nothing like that. And it'll be slightly different places. And it'll be red, white, and blue lights flashing. Actually, I did try to take a video of this the other night. Here's the video. Oh, wait a minute. Can you see it? All right. Since we're talking about it, I don't think you can see it, though. It's so faint. All right. I don't think you guys can see it. Here, hold on. No, I don't think you'll ever. No, there's way too much of a glare. I should load it up on my computer, and then I can share it like I did that ghost photo. Well, here's a still of it, but it literally just looks like a little speck in the sky. But I did try to take a video of this one the other night. But I see them frequently, whatever they are. All right. Anyway, I'm going down the UFO rabbit hole now. We'll be here for hours if I do that. But yeah, send it over. If you have something like that, send it over. All right. Take that off of there. Mothman, Dogman. Yeah, all the men. Yeah, we're the ladies. Exactly. The things. Mm-hmm. I know. They're all one and the same. They really are. Yeah. My mental chart Ravens. Oh, really? And I like that, Yogi. I like that. And the Ravens too. Chicago 10 now over Detroit 0. The Ravens, they're always in the mix, but yet they haven't really been talked a lot about, but yet they're always there. They're always there, right? And the 49ers, I mean, nothing against the 49er community. I'm starting to get sick of them, though, because they're always winning and stuff. But I mean, good on them. Good on them. Whatever. I bet Kirk wishes he was in Brock Purdy's shoes now, but whatever. I could see that happening. I'm not saying it's demons, but it's demons. Oh no, another good channel. I think I did check out her channel as well. Yeah, with these things in the sky, that could be a whole nother. That could be in a whole nother day. I might have to add just a free-for-all stream on here one day a week where we do talk about all that other weird stuff, because it's sports, stars, and beyond over here. But yeah, so I see all sorts of stuff all the time. But what is it? I have a lot of questions. We have a lot of questions. Are we ever going to get answers? We're not sure. Is that the whole point why we're here? To look for the answers. And then once we have the answer, we're going to have the answer to everything. And does that mean that we're then on the other side? I don't know, right? All of these things. But I do know that I did see that flashing in the sky, and it wasn't a plane. It wasn't a satellite. And I've seen it before. And not just that, I've had other experiences too. But a lot of people do, because we're all connected, all right? Anywho, so let's see what the Vikings can do today, people. And then we got the rest of these games going on. Tampa and Atlanta's tied up. And yeah, let's scroll on and see. So again, my official final prediction was Vikings 26, Raiders 24. I think it's going to be close with both teams. Might be a little bit of a nail biter. And it might come down to the wire. I think it might be one of those games again. So thanks so much for joining me, everybody. I really appreciate you all for your kind words and popping in and hanging out. Appreciate you. You're the best. And I hope you have a nice rest of your Sunday as well. We'll go through Seasons of Belief. Oh, gosh. Yeah, and then I did think of you too, Grandizer, because of that the Krampus or whatever, that kind of Christmas holiday monster person thing. Yeah. The Greether lives on another mountain where the Greether. Is that where they got the Grinch then? Oh, interesting. Yeah. Who's that stumbling around in the dark? What do you mean? Oh, yeah, I was trying to show you that video, but all right. Thank you for sharing my Twitter. All right, everybody. Appreciate you. And I will see you on the flip side, whenever and wherever that may be. And yeah, we'll see what the Vikings can do today. So Vikings fans, let's cross our fingers. All right. Everybody stay safe, be well, and take it easy. All right. I'll see you next time. Peace out, everybody. Bye.